Fascism always demands a public enemy. Through lies and scapegoating, the Trump administration has tried to make immigrants the enemy. They've tried to convince us that the problem isn't their abuses of power or their unchecked greed of multinational corporations, but it's immigrants. In their 100 days in office, the Trump administration and Noem, the Secretary of Homeland, have abused the power of the Department of Homeland Security to pursue a campaign of persecution, of mass incarceration, and of deportation. Day after day, they have disregarded the authority of Congress, the laws of the land, and the constitutional rights of residents, the courts, due process, and every check and balance that protects us from fascist authoritarians. No one has been spared from their abusive authoritarian assault. Not United States citizen children with cancer, not pregnant women, not fathers with legal residency, not organ donors, not student activists, not professors, not green card holders, not asylees, not DACA recipients. Trump and Noem have wasted millions of taxpayer dollars in their criminal acts, from a $200 million anti-immigrant ad campaign to $46 million paid to illegally detained people in offshore prisons, to more than $300 million to militarize and end parole and due process at our borders. There is no end to how they will abuse their power, and we have to say enough. As I demanded yesterday in Homeland Committee, Noem must step down. And we can't give one more dollar to this administration to continue its unconstitutional, anti-immigrant, authoritarian agenda. I will close with this. Today, Trump, Noem, and the administration have made the immigrants the enemy. Tomorrow, it will be whoever they deem undesirable. With that, I yield back to the gentleman from California.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today in strong opposition to President Trump's unlawful and unjust deportations to El Salvador. Earlier this year, the administration invoked the Alien Enemies Act, an 18th century wartime statute, to deport 137 Venezuelan men to a notorious prison abroad. This archaic law is being exploited to bypass our immigration system and deny individuals their most basic legal protections. These deportations were not based on convictions or due process. They were based on ancestry and suspicion. Tattoos misidentified, affiliations assumed, rights ignored. And the Supreme Court affirmed by a 7-2 majority, these people deserve due process under our Constitution. For me and for Representative Takano, this strikes painfully close to home. During World War II, the same law was used to imprison over 120,000 Japanese Americans, including our families. My great-grandfather was taken from his home, incarcerated without cause, solely because of his ethnicity. Now we are seeing the same injustice unfold again. In communities like Kona, Hawaii, where a child was taken from his elementary school classroom, families taken from their homes, people live in fear. Children miss school. Parents avoid life-saving care and their doctors. Faith communities grow quiet, not because of guilt, but because of government overreach. Let us be clear. These individuals are our neighbors, workers, students, and friends. They deserve dignity and due process, not detention and deportation. Sending people to foreign prisons without a trial, without rights, and without hope is not only unconstitutional, it is plain un-American, and it must stop. I urge my colleagues to honor the oath we all took in this very chamber, to uphold the Constitution, protect due process, and defend the values that define our nation. Thank you, Representative Takano, and I yield back.